Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, we are from the first group and now we are going to present our discussion about make a lesson plan for learning English. But before we start, let me introduce our team first. There are David Fuentin Hermawan, Ibnu Khalil Amin, and Nabila Naili, and myself, Ade Safian. So, let's start. In week 1, we learned about Merdeka Curriculum, a new approach that aims to make learning more student-centered, flexible, and enjoyable. This curriculum encourages students to be more active and creative in the classroom. It allows teachers to design lessons that are meaningful and relevant to the students' daily lives. In English class, this means helping students use the language in real life situations, not just memorize grammar. We focus on grade 7 students in junior high school who are at the beginning of their secondary education journey. These students have learned some English during their elementary school, so they are not total beginners. However, they still face several challenges, especially in the areas of listening and speaking. Many students struggle with pronunciation, lack enough vocabulary, and often feel shy or afraid to make mistakes when speaking. These problems make it difficult for them to communicate confidently in English. To address these issues, we choose the topic About Me for our first unit. This topic allows students to talk about themselves using simple and familiar words. They can practice saying their names, age, hobbies, favorite food, and where they live. Using easy vocabulary and sentence structure helps them feel more comfortable speaking in front of others. The topic is also highly relevant to their personal lives, which increases their motivation to practice. By starting with something simple and personal, students can build their confidence step by step. This topic is aligned with the goals of the Merdeka Curriculum, which emphasizes meaningful learning and students' engagement. It also fits the students' current language level and needs, making it an ideal starting point for their English learning journey in junior high school. Next slide, please.
So for the week 2 is designing learning objective with Bloom taxonomy and selecting materials in the second week. We focus on creating clear and meaningful learning objective for our lesson. We use Bloom taxonomy to guide us in setting goals across the 3 important domains: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. These domains help ensure that students not only understand the content but also develop positive attitude and useful skills. For the cognitive objective, we want students to be able to make a short self-introduction in English. That includes being able to say their name, age, hobbies, favorite things, and where they live. The goal is for students to use basic vocabulary and correct grammar in the simple present tense to express themselves. This helps build their understanding of language structure and their ability to communicate clearly. The affective objective focus on students' attitudes and emotion during the learning process. We want students to be able to give feedback to their friends in a supportive and respectful way. For example, they can say "good job" or "I like how you set your hobby." This helps create a positive classroom environment where students feel safe and encouraged to speak English. The psychomotor objective is related to students' physical actions and speaking skills. Our goal is for students to speak clearly and confidently using appropriate body language such as eye contact, gesture, and facial expression. This helps improve their communication skills and make their self-introduction more engaged and natural. We also discuss and select the material needed to support this objective. The materials include script to guide students, picture to help with vocabulary, example video to show good model of self-introduction, and worksheet for practice. We made sure that these materials are simple, fun, and suitable for grade 7 students so they can enjoy learning without feeling overwhelmed. To make the speaking activity more structured, we introduced a basic storytelling format, beginning, middle, and end. In the beginning, students introduce their names and where they are from. In the middle, they talk about their hobby, like and daily routines. In the end, they can share something special about themselves or say thank you to the audience. This structure helps students organize their talk and speak more fluently. By the end of the week, we had a complete plan with clear goals and engaged materials. This planning stage is very important because it ensures that the lesson will run smoothly and meet the needs of the student. Next is going to be read by Nabila.
So in the third week, we focus on designing classroom activities that are active, meaningful, and student-centered. We decided to use the project-based learning or PGBL approach because it helps students learn through experience and real tasks. PGBL encourages students to take part in the learning process by creating projects, working in groups or individually, and reflecting on their work. This method fits well with the goals of Merdeka Curriculum and the needs of grade 7 students. The main project we planned is for students to create self-introduction video. The teacher begins the lesson by showing an example video of a self-introduction. This gives students a clear model to follow and helps them understand the language, tone, and body language used in real communication. The video is short, simple, and fun to match the student levels. After watching the video, students are asked to write down their own self-introduction script. They include basic information such as their name, age, favorite activities, and what makes them unique. Then, students practice reading the script aloud. The teachers help with pronunciation and corrects any grammar mistakes. This stage is important for building confidence and fluency. Next, students record their self-introduction video using a phone or tablet. They are encouraged to speak clearly and use expressive body language such as smiling, and gestures, and eye contact. The goal is to help them become more comfortable speaking English in a natural and fun way. Recording themselves also allows them to repeat the activity until they are satisfied with the result. After finishing the video, students present their recording to the class. Their classmates watch and listen respectfully. After each video, classmates give positive feedback using kind and encouraging words. This activity builds a friendly classroom atmosphere and helps students practice giving and receiving feedback. By doing this project, students are not just learning English from books. They are using English in real-life situations, which makes the learning more meaningful. They learn by doing, not just by listening to the teacher. This method also improves their communication skills, confidence, and creativity. Overall, the PGBL approach allows students to be active participants in their learning journey. It supports the Merdeka Curriculum goals of creating independent, confident, and capable learners. Next.
So in the fourth week, writing full lesson plan and designing the assessment. So in week 4, we focus on writing complete lesson plan for the About Me project. And this included organizing all the parts of the lesson in a clear and detailed way so that the teacher can guide the class smoothly. We wrote down the learning objective, listed all the material, and described the step-by-step classroom activities. And this lesson plan follows the project-based learning model and is designed to help the grade 7 students to improve their English through the active participation. We begin by reviewing the objective we have created using Bloom taxonomy in week 2, and this included the cognitive goal. Students can introduce themselves, the affective goal, the student give feedback to the others, and the psychomotor goal. The students speak with a clear pronunciation and body language. And then we made sure that the materials such as the example videos, the script, the worksheet, and devices for the recording were all listed and ready for the classroom use. And next, we wrote we wrote out the teaching steps in detail from the introduction and to the closing activity. The teacher starts by greeting the student and showing the video example, and then the student write their own self-introduction with the teacher's support, and after that they practice speaking and finally record their videos. At the end of the lesson, students watch each other videos and give kind and helpful feedback. And each step includes teacher guidance, student action, and time allocation. We also created a clear and fair assessment plan. And there are two types of assessment. The first is the formative and the second is summative. The formative assessment happens during the learning process. The teacher observes the student, help them correct their mistakes, and give the encouragement as they write and practice. And this helps the student improve before they submit their final work. And second is the summative assessment, and it's done at the end of the lesson. Students submit their self-introduction videos, and teacher give a final score based on their performance. To ensure that grading is fair and objective, we created a scoring rubric. So, by the end of the week 4, we had a complete lesson plan and that is ready to be used in classroom. It supports the student learning and includes an active method and provided tools for fair assessment. And this week helped us to understand how to design lessons and that are not only fun but also interactive, but also well organized and measurable.
So we had some challenges during this project. First, it was hard to manage time. We solved this by dividing tasks in the week. Second, writing the rubric was confusing. We found examples from books and websites. Sometimes we had different ideas, but we listened to each other and worked as a team. We also helped each other with grammar and vocabulary. Communication and teamwork were very important. We learned how to solve problems together.
So the strength of this lesson plan is it uses fun and real activities, and it helps students practice the English in their daily life. The topic that we choose is simple and easy to understand. The project makes the student active and confident because the material is visual and interesting. Student can speak and listen in a natural way and the assessment is clear and fair. It matches the Merdeka curriculum, and our plan is also easy for teachers to follow. It is a good way to support the young learners.
Okay, maybe that's all from us. Thank you for your